As more teasers emerge about the Mahindra Thar Rocks, I'm here to bring you the latest that we know about the upcoming 5-door version of the Mahindra Thar. I'm Vikram Gore, you're watching Motorscribes, and in this video, we're going to get right down to what to expect with the new Mahindra Thar Rocks. Well, for starters, the Thar does rock. I've had one for about 3.5 years, and as you can see, this is the 3-door version that was originally launched. I picked it up a couple of months right after it launched, and it has been a very reliable, trusty steed to have. But coming down to the 5-door, the name, as we all know now, is Thar Rocks, which is R-O-X-X, and I think it points towards the fact that yes, the Thar does indeed rock, and it is also an extremely capable off-roader, so it can take on the rocks. But having said that, coming to visual changes. Number one, and I think the most obvious, is the change to the lights. We get these nice LED DRLs on it, projector headlights. Up front, we're also seeing a revised grille. So we don't have this square, or rather rectangular cut grille anymore. It's been more chiseled out, more defined, and I think I like the new look that the Thar Rocks carries over there. There are subtle changes to the bonnet, the layout, the front bumper as well, but more on that when I'm at the launch, which is happening on the 15th of August in Kochi, and I'm going to be right there at Ground Zero to see the unveil and actually get my hands on it and take it out for a drive. So I will be bringing you that story too and telling you everything you need to know about the Thar Rocks at that time. But right now, from what we have seen and what we've heard and what little birdies in the corners keep telling us, there are enough changes to make the Thar Rocks a rather interesting machine out there. Mahindra is calling it the SUV, and for all the right reasons. One, it is more people-friendly. So, of course, the increase in dimensions has allowed them to slap on the rear doors, and that makes ingress and egress very easy to the second row. It is a bench seat, and again, from what we've seen in teasers, there's enough legroom and headroom out there. But before I jump straight into the interiors, other changes to the exteriors, which apart from the obvious, are the fact that it looks like it rides on larger wheels. Now, the 3-door runs on 18s, and I'm expecting the 5-door to either get 19s or maybe even 20s. So from the teasers, you can see that it gets a new look alloy, although I absolutely love the alloys that my vehicle has. I was hoping that this would carry over, and I hope it's an option when the Thar Rocks comes out. But having said that, there is a new look alloy out there for the Thar Rocks, and the wheels do look a little larger. Now, I've been told that from a dimension perspective, it's a little wider than the 3-door, and it's obviously longer. But this has been done to sort of accommodate its overall dynamics. So when we're talking about the fact that it is going to be a true blue SUV, something that's very capable of going off-road, the Thar is a proper 4x4. So the Thar Rocks will also continue in that same line of thought. But having said that, when you do increase the wheelbase, your breakover angle does come down. Now, we've seen this with very large, long 4x4s, and what you need to do to sort of maintain that is to increase the overall height of the vehicle so that it can have the same breakover angle and capability that its 3-door counterpart currently has. So I expect the Thar Rocks to be a little higher off the ground, and that's why I also think that the wheels are also a little larger, just for that same reason. But more on that when I actually do drive it. Having said that, I think the design, everything about it is looking very premium, it's looking very upmarket. They've done a fantastic job of integrating all the design elements that we love about the Thar in a much larger, more family-sized and more family-oriented SUV. In fact, it even gets a panoramic sunroof. So I don't think the Thar Rocks is going to be offered with the 3 different roof options that the 3-door came with, but you will get a nice hardtop with a panoramic sunroof integrated into it, which is sort of the best of both worlds. And as long as you don't stick your kids out of that sunroof, it's also the safer way of going about having that open air feeling, that Jeep feeling, and also enjoying what the Thar is all about. Now, coming back to other elements of the Thar ROXX that we have learned about in the last couple of days. The interior is definitely looking a little bit more premium than what I get over here. I think it's going to get a much nicer and more intuitive touchscreen interface. Mahindra has done a lot of work with that. We've seen it on all their newer products. So Adreno X is going to make its debut on the Thar ROXX as well. So that'll be the first Thar model to get the Adreno X system. We've seen it on the Scorpio N, we've seen it on the XUV700, and now the Thar ROXX will also benefit from that system. So I'm really looking forward to testing all of these little bits, the gizmos, the gadgets, and of course, when it comes to performance, just how well does the Thar ROXX live up to being the quintessential SUV. As I mentioned, Mahindra is calling it the SUV, so there is a lot for it to live up to. We're talking about it not just being capable off-road, but being brilliant on-road. And coming back to that point about on-road dynamics is the fact that it will also benefit from the enhanced suspension systems that Mahindra has been working on. We've seen them first debut on the Scorpio N, and if any of you have ever driven the Scorpio N, you know what I'm talking about, because despite being a ladder on chassis machine, that thing handles like a dream. It's something that really blows your mind about the Scorpio N, and I'm expecting that same system to be incorporated on the Mahindra Thar ROXX. So we're expecting better handling, better ride quality, brilliant in terms of overall dynamics, and of course, being a very, very capable off-roader. But having said that, and like I mentioned, I'm going to be at the launch. So here's to you. If you have any questions about the Mahindra Thar ROXX, if there's anything you want to know about the Mahindra Thar ROXX, if there's a question you want me to ask Mahindra directly, leave a comment below, put your question in there, and I will make sure that I ask that question and I get back to you with the answer. That's my promise, and that's the Motorscribe's promise. We answer every comment that comes in on our channel, and over here, if you do have a question to pose to Mahindra directly, I will do it for you and I will get back to you.